And back once again, it's your boys from Talking Spit After Hours, Alan Poe, and your Negro, TJ Bay. So, as you can see with the backgrounds, man, we're going to get into a little bit of Raiders talk. You know, the Raiders. But we're
The
not really talking
Raiders.
about the Raiders. We're talking about the new
Man, we used
Colin.
to
So,
hold on, man. Cause fuck that, cause we gotta continue this. People gotta hear this shit, man.
what's
Just
up?
real quick, we're gonna take a few minutes just to talk about this shit we was just talking about, man. So we was talking about the COVID and the Delta variant and how what's the difference and all that stuff. So and I know this is a total sports channel, but you know what I'm saying, we just gonna add a little spice into this, you know what I'm saying? So man, what is the difference between COVID Delta variant, COVID, and the flu? All the same damn symptoms, you know what I'm saying? They all make you do the same thing except, no, I take that back. All of them killed you except Delta variant.
Like I was saying earlier, it was back in like the 1800s when the flu first hit. It was wiping people out left and right. Right. So after years and years, people got immune to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To where those who are in the dope game, the flu has been stepped on. So once COVID came out, it was the new flu that our bodies weren't used to, which is why it was taking everyone out. But now, as people have gotten, shots and everyone's kind of used to it, now taking, supplements, taking better care of themselves. I think that's another thing too.
True.
Sorry, people are now, ever since COVID came out, even myself and Angelica, and I'm sure you are too. We've started taking better care of ourselves, eating better, working out. You know what I'm saying? We're not like sitting on the couch just and whoever sits on the couch. I'm not trying to offend y'all, man. But what I'm saying is we're not just being lethargic and when something hits us, we're asked out. So we're taking
Right.
preemptive measures in order to at least boost our immune system by staying more active.
Okay. And it's also taking the fact that motherfuckers now, when people cough in public, they actually cover their mouths now, you know, as
Right.
opposed to hacking up their lungs and just, what I'm saying, doing it, the air, they're minding the COVID.
Yeah.
Now,
And real quick,
good.
I get on Ari every day when she comes home from school, because the first thing she'll do is she'll come home, throw her backpack down, go to the cupboard and grab a snack. I'm like, hey, you wash your hands? And she has
Mm-hmm.
that look like, hey, wash your fucking hands, man.
You
Like,
better get your damn
you've
hands
been
in
around
that
these
water.
dirty ass kids. Wash your hands. Okay,
Yeah. Man.
but let's get into our sports topic real quick.
All right. Now, speaking of COVID and
Are you calling
speaking
are
of
you calling
now,
Colin Kaepernick COVID?
well, if you let me get into it a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
My bad. I thought you
I'll
were
show
calling.
you I'll show you the
thought you
I'll
were
show you
calling.
the semen. I kind of am, but I'll show you the what I'm meaning there.
You call him COVID Kaepernick. That's fucked up. But go ahead.
That's a great name for this right there, man. Kobe Kaepernick. And the reason why I call him that is because that is how the NFL is treated, man.
Good point.
Now, I've taken into account, and I've heard this before, but it was something I have thought of many times before. And the situation to me is absolutely ridiculous. And the NFL owners and the NFL personnel, whoever is stopping this man from playing, you know what I'm saying, fulfilling this man's dream, should be ashamed of their fucking self. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I don't give a damn about, saying what Colin Kaepernick did, what it stood for. I do care about, yes.
Hmm.
But him taking the knee
It was a list of
during
problems.
it, like, okay, if you see it as a disrespectful gesture towards America, then there's something wrong with you, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's not like All
Well,
right.
I mean, I find like I understand what you're saying, and especially when he went and sought out a U.S. veteran and asked him, "Hey, what is the best way
Mhm.
for me to protest against what's happening?" And he said, "Hey, kneel." So if a U.S. veteran who went to war, who fought for this country, is telling him the best way to protest is by kneeling, I can't see why Americans are getting upset about it.
And I can't also see why the NFL would, you know, do the things that they're doing to him. Because if he, you know what I'm saying, if that, you know, that narrative is out there, which is, it's not an actual narrative. It's, I guess it's actually true. So I've read the story about it. And for him, for that, for us to know that and for you to do this to this man, like there's something a little deeper behind this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's one of those things. It's look at the workforce. Let's say if you work for a company, right? And if you stand up against their policies, you won't be employed by them.
Right.
So you look at it that way, you know. And I'm not trying to give the NFL any leeway. I'm just saying that's how big business and companies run.
But at the same time, you're taking away the people's voice. And
Well, the voice isn't for the people. The voice is the NFL.
the voice is the NFL, but the players are the NFL.
The NFL,
And
well, okay. So the NFL is way different than the NBA because
way different.
the commissioner of the NBA actually cares about their players' input.
Right.
The NFL is this is this, this is that. If you step out of line, this happens to you, this happens to you, this happens to you. They haven't been progressive enough to actually let the players run the league.
Right.
But you can see the difference in, I mean, no matter what, the NFL is still going to bring in millions and millions and
Millions
millions of
and millions,
dollars. So it doesn't
billions of
matter.
dollars.
They don't need you because there's going to be a kid on the corner right now playing with his homeboys, playing catch, playing three, three flies up.
Hoping
He,
he's
he
gonna get there.
he's gonna take that spot. So it's a lot different.
Now, since you guys already know the topic that we're about to discuss, we are going to talk about Colin Kaepernick tryout or whatever. What the fuck do you want to call it?
Yeah,
Workout,
no, it was an interview.
interview, whatever. With Las Vegas Raiders. What did they do that for, in your opinion?
You know what? What's crazy about it? I don't see anything wrong with it because out of all the teams in the league, the Raiders who have been so defiant against the NFL, they would be the team to give him a tryout and actually sign him.
Okay, now, and I'm gonna put this from Emmanuel Acho's standpoint, and excuse me, Marcellus Wiley's standpoint. What do you wait? What are they waiting for then?
I mean, it could be publicity. I mean, it could be. It's for people to talk about the Raiders because once they signed Adams, now they're being discussed more as possibly being fighting for the title, whatnot. I mean, it's to me, okay. For one, Kaepernick got paid from the NFL, right?
Right.
So they don't want him back in the league. You got your money, just sit on the sideline, stay quiet. Apparently, he wants to play. Now, does that mean I don't know what was in that contract or in that settlement? I don't know if it said, "Hey, you can eventually come back to NFL," or "Hey, once you get this money, we don't want to hear anything from you anymore." So I don't know that. But I can see him being, a great teammate. He's not going to start over Derek Carr, but he would. I mean, let's say if Carr did get hurt, he'd be a viable backup for a couple of games. But he's been out for the league for 2 3 years, so who knows if his skills are even there anymore? To me, Colin
I
Kaepernick.
think I think they said it was like 5, 6 years or something.
Damn, it's been that long. Okay, so
Yeah,
even 5 or 6. To me, Colin Kaepernick is nothing but Cam Newton as far as play type. They were both big. They were both runners. Haven't been too accurate with the football. They're not really passers, but they can change the outcome of a game with a quarterback rush or like an option play here or there. But you know, it's kind of all right. It's kind of like RG3. So when RG3 came into the league, remember how dominant he was doing the option pass, the option runs, how dominant he
yeah,
was his rookie year, right?
right.
After that, what happened? People caught on to it. So you can't just be a running quarterback. You have to be able to throw the ball down the field and be accurate at doing it.
Okay, and I agree with that. So I'm gonna just say something. What made you think that black folks is gonna be mad at you for that? For spitting fucking the truth.
Oh, because it's Colin Kaepernick. I'm talking down about another black man. You know how shit he is, man. Like, oh, this nigga over here kill you, or talking about another black man. No, it
Uncle
ain't.
Tom and
Yeah,
it.
no, it ain't about that. It's about skill set, nigga. Like, yeah, if you good, you good. If you're not, you're not. If you're all right, you're all right. We know that. It's not about you being black, this or that. But see, they all like everything is either going to be a race issue or something like that. Yeah, he was good for the 49ers because that's the offense they ran. Guess what? They don't run that offense anymore. Guess who they have? Guess who they have in that position now?
Mm,
Debo Samuels. So the quarterback doesn't even have to run anymore. All right, you drop back, you pass the ball to whoever's open. We got Debo to do all the trick plays, do all the sweeps, even play running back. We don't need you to run the ball anymore. That's not what the quarterback has to be in today's NFL. Their job, if they have to, if they have to get out of trouble, yeah, scramble, get the first down. But we don't need you to take the brunt of the running offense.
okay.
Niggas.
Mm,
Yeah, they gonna hate. Yeah, that's how they are, man. Like, oh, cuz niggas watered down niggas. Nah, I'm just speaking the truth. Like,
he
like
said
for real,
water
man.
down. Hey,
Colin Kaepernick, he was a decent quarterback. He wasn't the prototypical.
man,
He
you
wasn't a
know
great
what?
quarterback, dude.
All
I mean,
right.
I'm just being honest. He wasn't.
Well, okay, my turn now. And this is, I agree with a lot of what you said, but this is my take on the situation. Okay, the man kneeled during the national anthem, which I guess was the ultimate blasphemous thing to do in the NFL.
It
Hitting,
wasn't. It wasn't.
okay, okay, hitting women, possibly killing people, and doing other things, and being able to come back and put on and suit up and play your childhood dream. I mean, what's the disparity right there? It seems like a huge one to me, right?
There's no disparity. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but once again, you got to think America was built on violence.
So, so, so the owners love they patted him on the head. Oh, you killed somebody. Good job for you, son. All right, you paid your dues. All right, now you come back and play for our team.
It's all about who's popping that leather.
Okay, this man took the 49ers to a Super Bowl and almost won. Isn't that like what you want in a quarterback, right? Because if you took it, take a look in the league though. You know what I'm saying? Most teams. That's the reason Jimmy Garoppolo has a job right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he took the Niners to the Super Bowl, so that's why they're even thinking about him still.
To lose.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
It
well,
doesn't. It
okay,
doesn't matter if you lose, but you still go. So
but
the whole
okay,
point,
right. So okay, I hear what you're saying, but in aspect back to Cam Newton when he went to the Super Bowl in Frisco against Denver. Remember how they killed him about not jumping on the ball? So
right?
hey, it's not that serious. The game's so early. I could potentially lose my career diving after a ball.
that's just like you said, man. Everybody just going. There's somebody just always got to have something derogative or negative to say
And
something
a lot
about
of people,
something.
a lot of people forget it's a game. This is the kids' game that people get paid millions of dollars for. So
Well, they think after, well, after you get paid and you can make millions for it, nigga, that's all that kid shit is out the window. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be like, man, you make millions, man. So now all that shit is void, nigga.
yeah,
You better,
your body's
yeah,
ours, homeboy.
yeah,
You're a
yeah.
crash test dummy. Go out
We
there,
own
yeah,
you.
yeah.
We paid this, you know what I'm saying, $4,000 for this damn ticket so we can sit, you know what I'm saying, 20 yards from your ass, nigga. You better jump on that damn ball, nigga. You better, you know what I'm saying, you cut your damn leg off and throw it at the ball, nigga, if you can, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but
So,
that's I mean
but
that's like me working in retail during Black Friday. Yeah, might be an angry mob out there. Be like, hey Al, go out there and talk to him. I'm gonna have precaution about it. Be like, all right, I'm gonna go out here, but if it ain't gonna work out, who
I
backing me
already
up?
know,
Hey, who
I
backing
already
me up?
know, nigga. I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, like,
Um,
hey, you guys need to quiet down. Fuck you. All right, cuz I'm out. All
nigga,
right, yeah, I did my best,
yeah,
coach.
I'm out. I'm out.
I did my best.
Right. So, but anyways, back to the point. Colin Kaepernick mentioned that the Raiders, if they are going to sign him, there's no reason to wait. There's no reason to, you know what I'm saying, see what's going to happen and shit like that. Just sign the man, you know what I'm saying, see what it can do and go from there. Because yes, he is 34 years old, but in this day and age, being 34 now in the NFL as a quarterback is the new 28. So sign the man, see what he can do. Give Derek Carr, you know what I'm saying, whatever. If he has to fill the Marcus Mariota role, whatever.
Right.
If he can't, then cut him. Like, what are you? You're not losing anything. You're not. I mean, you're gaining. If something does happen from, you know what I'm saying, you're gaining a huge whatever you want, what everybody wants. You're trending. You know what I'm saying? So
Now that I think
there's
about it, though,
it's all a win situation. You know what I'm saying? The man is not black. Well, you bring the man in. You know what I'm saying? You bring the man in for, uh, you know what I'm saying, a workout, and you're the only team that did it. You're already going against the grain. Period.
hmm
So just go. You know what I'm saying? Just why not? Don't just nigga. Don't just go over to the you know what I'm saying, to the ocean, nigga, and dip your toe in, you know what I'm saying, if you want to swim, like, you know what I'm saying, nigga, jump in the water, like, you know what I'm saying, let's go.
but I wonder. See, the NFL is tricky, and now I'm thinking about it. So, what if? And this is just hypothetically speaking, what if the NFL is telling these teams, all right, just give him a tryout, right? Because then he can't say he's being blackballed by the NFL.
And that would be good enough. Huh? If that was the case, then that I think he would have had about, you know what I'm saying, about like 5, 6 lined up already. All
But a
we
lot,
just heard is the Raiders.
but a lot of these teams have quarterbacks.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. You need a backup, man. You need a second in this day and age. The way these quarterbacks be so fragile and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the ones that, you know, that do grit it out. I don't have to name you. Everybody knows who the quarterbacks who grit it out are, and my Patrick Mahomes is one of them. So, anyways, no disrespect to them, but like, you need a second and third backup, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people get hurt and, you know what I'm saying, people play horrible and you need to change of pace at times. Like Colin Kaepernick would be a good change of pace, you know what I'm saying? He's seasoned, he's been in the league for a while. He took the team to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Be it that they didn't win, he still got there. He knows about the rigorous take, you know what I'm saying, the journey to get to the playoffs, to play into the playoffs, to play for the conference, you know, championship, to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of experience in there. You're not losing anything, you know what I'm saying, signing. You're possibly gaining, you know what I'm saying, a great backup, a team leader, you know, someone that can come in, you know what I'm saying, and also possibly help a younger quarterback, you know what I'm saying, flirt, with his knowledge, what I'm saying? And not just knowledge on football, what I'm saying? Just knowledge on, what I'm saying, off the field shit, what I'm saying? Just being a good person off the field, what I'm saying? Pretty good role model, to have for a young quarterback coming up in the league, though.
Okay, so instead of, I know he wants to play in the NFL, but instead of him playing, why does the
Yeah,
NFL,
coach.
why doesn't the NFL offer him a job as like mentoring
I mean,
rookies coming into the league? Like, okay, how to act or what to do with money or something like that. Give him a role within the organization of the NFL to where he can make a change. You know what I'm saying?
true, true.
So, all
That's a
right.
good idea.
So, for instance, let's take skill set. Right. We both know that he's a decent quarterback. Right.
Right.
Now if you had Colin Kaepernick or Ryan Fitzpatrick, who would you take
Colin Kaepernick.
over Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Why?
Because granted, Ryan Fitzpatrick is he's a solid veteran, shit, and he's every team he's played for, he's played well. It's just I believe that if Colin Kaepernick would have been in the league and been able to play, that he would have, if not did the same thing, did it a little bit better.
Okay. Now this wasn't like a black or white question. My question is because
I wasn't even right. I
we've
wouldn't even
seen
try to go there neither
right.
because I know people was gonna be like, man,
Al,
you only said Colin Kaepernick because he's black. Like, man, don't
no,
give me that shit.
my thing was because we over the past 5 6 years we've seen Fitzpatrick come into a backup
Different,
role and then also a 4 to 5 game stretch ball out and give his team those extra wins. That's why I brought that up.
right? And I don't deny that. Like I said, he the man is yeah. He's every team he's went to. I think damn near he played for damn near every team in the NFL. But you know what I'm
Oh, so
saying. But he's played exceptionally well. That's cool. But
but yeah, I definitely
I,
agree with what you're saying, man. Like,
I
don't
I
bullshit.
have to go with the what if and Colin Kaepernick.
But then you have to think about, okay, what if he didn't kneel? Or what if he didn't feel this certain way about certain topics? Or like, what if he was just the run of the mill player? It's like, oh, I feel this way, but nah, my money and my position is more important, so I'm not gonna stand up for these rights,
Then I
right?
don't think then we wouldn't be sitting here talking about the man today.
So okay, how come he doesn't go play for the XFL or the USFL?
I think he wants to really stick it to the NFL space. I mean, stick it in the NFL space. Like, yeah,
But they're not gonna allow
you
that.
took right, but that's the whole point. Is he keeps pushing those? You took this from me, and you're gonna be the ones to give it back. I don't want this from anybody else except y'all. Y'all are the ones that took it from me, and you're the ones that's going to give it back.
True, very true, very true. Or he had the mindset like, okay, I'm gonna go to this league and blow it up and make it popular. Now I'm the face of this league.
Well, you know what I'm saying? If it was me, you know what I'm saying? I might be like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, check this out. Hey, hey, Rock, let me holler at you for a second.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll
Like,
be in all commercials, all
yeah, nigga,
posters.
I
Like,
won.
yeah. So no
Hey,
matter what,
nigga.
the public's gonna see me no matter what.
Yep, and I get to play football.
Yeah, yeah, we think differently.
We
So
thinking, wait, you didn't? Would you do that, nigga? Or would you try to? Would you go the route he going?
I already got paid by NFL. So if I want to play football that bad, then I'm going to the XFL
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
go
make more
right,
money and
right.
be
I'm
and
gonna
be the
go
face
play
of that
football.
league.
Yep, exactly. I'm
And
gonna
you gotta
go
think of
play
it
football.
you gotta think of it as like the old school NBA, ABA, right? So sooner or later, you have all these players who didn't make the NFL, who are great players, who are playing over in the USFL and XFL. Once
Right.
that league becomes good,
There's
then
no
that
denying.
and that's what I'm saying. There will now be the NFL champion against the XFL or USFL champion for the Super Bowl.
Right.
And then of course the NFL, they want that talent. Okay, we're going to integrate you guys over here into our league. So now they'll take six to eight teams. Now you got what, 40 teams in the NFL. So now
Yeah.
playoffs, you're going to have what, more playoff games, like a play-in game type situation or something like that. It's all, man. It all comes down to money. None of this. This is all fugazi. This is all smoke. This is all smoke and mirrors. It's all money driven. So hopefully Kaepernick, he gets his way, gets to play for a team at some point. Raiders, if you do it, you guys would be a stand up organization for doing so, no matter why you're doing it. But
Right.
at least you stepped up and took him under your wing. Now he's on the squad.
All right. And to your last point, though, I just want to say something. The reason why that's not going to happen is because NFL likes to be daddy. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want no brother. They don't want, they want to be daddy. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. You're
Right.
right about the money thing, but at the same time, it's nigga, like I'm the daddy, nigga. I'm the king. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no. There is no prince. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
Yeah, it's definitely like Vince McMahon. Like he's the
Yeah,
daddy of wrestling. Like
right,
you
yeah,
want to blow up, you come to WWE.
yeah, right. You got to come through me,
Right.
right? And that's how the NFL treats it too. And so, but right. I would commend the Raiders, even though I despise the Raiders. Um,
It would definitely
let
be a
me
good
say,
look.
wait,
It'd be a
hold
good
on.
look.
Let me take that back. I don't despise the Raiders. I despise the Raiders fan base. So, okay. So, as an organization, the Raiders get huge ups for me. You know what I'm saying, for doing that. And I will say this too. I like Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? As a player, I like Derek Carr a lot.
Hmm.
He's a good ass player, man. Good player, man. If we didn't have Patrick Mahomes and you know what I'm saying, we had someone else and Derek Carr was up for trade, I'd be like, good Derek Carr. Let's go. But
Well, yeah, I mean that's like all good to decent quarterbacks. Like
right,
I didn't like Brett Favre, but he's sure is a damn good quarterback. I just hate the
right.
fact that he used to pummel the Bears twice a year. Then from there you got Aaron Rodgers doing it for its past 12 years or 15 years. So it's like, man, fuck these dudes. But yeah, they're great quarterbacks.
Yeah, you gotta you give them they could, you know what I'm saying, you give them their kudos,
Right.
but at the same time, if they playing against your team,
He sucks. Yeah.
but shout out to the Raiders for doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying, but now that you guys, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you felt froggish, man, it's time to leap, man. Go ahead and sign that man. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Just bring him into training camp, make him a part of the 100-man roster, you know what I'm saying, and let him work his way down to the 53. If he's good enough to do it, then, you know what I'm saying, let's go. But if he's not, then, you know what I'm saying, just, you tried, you took your chance, and everybody appreciates you for it. But at the same time, good Lord, man, who is that? The Raiders got Nate Mullins, uh some I forgot that. No, I don't mean to disrespect the kid, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because I didn't remember his name, but the free agent they signed, and one other, you know what I'm saying, like come on, man, like
But it's a business, so it comes down to salary cap. So how much is Cap willing to make?
I mean, Cap will take 100,000 right now to play in the NFL. That man will take, you know what I'm saying, he'll take he'll take a full base incentive based contract if he got to play in the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, if I get in the game and I throw for 500 yards and I throw 5 touchdowns with under 3 picks, nigga, I get, you know what I'm saying, $25,000. Guess what?
He
That
wants
nigga
to
name going writing on that die. You gonna be like, yep, let me sign that real quick. Let's go.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. You can tell the man just wants to play in the NFL. There ain't
Yeah.
no other shit. It's the NFL. And that's the last point too. If he does do this, you know what that means, man?
What's that?
He stuck it straight to the inner, you know what I'm saying? He took
And
what's the
that's
thing?
yeah.
He took a rod and rammed it right in the NFL's pooter hole.
Wow. But see, that's another thing too. Is the NFL is the shield. They ain't gonna go for that. Like we're not gonna give you this money
Eh,
and then you have you show us up.
right.
Nah, player,
They got a
nah.
block.
Yeah, you don't know what
They
kind of
shield.
game this
That
is.
shield is going right over their butthole
Yeah, you don't
now.
know.
Hey,
You have
you
no
ain't finna
idea.
shove nothing up here,
You
boy.
have no idea what kind of game this is, man. We ain't playing that. You got your money. Go ahead and sit down, cuz.
Yeah, gone. You got your money, man. Gone.
Yep. But all right, man, we got to close this up. So, hey, man, thank you guys once again for listening to Talking Spit After Hours with our new sports editions. They'll be a lot shorter, around 15, 20 minutes, depending on, the topic. But we appreciate you guys for checking it out, listening to it. If you like it, you like it. If you love it, you love it. We love y'all. T, anything you want to say?
Like, subscribe, and please share these episodes. Help us get bigger.
Yeah, man, support, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, man. Show the love, man.
Damn, what we do to y'all, guys?
We out.